Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. My name is Pat. Just in case this is the first time joining me, you're welcome. As you can see, I am in a whole new space, a whole different space. My background is different. This month has been really hectic for me. That is why I haven't really uploaded videos on YouTube. I had to move from my former apartment to a new one, and looking for an apartment and the process of moving, it's really, I don't know, hectic, time consuming, annoying, frustrating, all of that. But we thank God that I finally found a place, and yeah, so here is my space. Okay, so in today's video I will be talking about something that is sort of important to me, and I'm sure it's going to be important and useful to people out there that hope to study medicine in Ukraine, that hope to come here to study. I never had any video like this in my time, which is about 5 years ago. I never saw any video about Ukraine on YouTube, so I had zero idea of what the country was. Where is this country located? Why do people come here to study? All of these questions. What am I expecting? What are my expectations? Are my expectations different from the reality? Blah, 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 blah. So in today's video, I am going to be giving you guys my honest opinion. I have lived here for like about almost 6 years because I did the language course, so that's almost 6 years. And by next year, 2020, I'm going to be graduating from med school. Yeah, I'm excited. But then I'm going to try my possible best to break down everything to you or for you, and I will try to be as honest and as blunt as possible. So this video might be a little bit long, so make yourself comfortable with a cup of coffee, popcorn, whatever you want, and let's get right into it. Okay, so I'm gonna start by saying that Ukraine is a country in Europe, and as such, if you're an African and you intend to study here, you should just have it at the back of your mind that almost everything here is different, starting with the food, the culture, the mentality, the language. Everything is different. So you don't expect to come here and get that African vibe, or get that I don't know like things will be the same way they were back at home. No, here people have a very different way of behaving, different way of reasoning, and all of that. Diving straight into the main reason why foreigners come to Ukraine is mostly for studies. I don't know about business or maybe tourism in some parts of Ukraine, but most young foreigners that come here to study, and I would speak mainly for med school because I am a medical student and I have a very good idea or knowledge about studying medicine here in Ukraine, so I can't really speak for other courses like economics, engineering, etc, etc. Now I'm just gonna go straight to the point. The school fees, like the amount of money you would pay here, is cheap in comparison to studying in other parts of the world. I'm gonna speak for my school because, again, I think the fees differ from one school to another. I live in Kharkov, which is one of the largest cities in Ukraine. Again, I'm not really sure about this, but then there are two medical schools in my city, and I school in KNMU, Kharkov National Medical University. That is the short form, KNMU. And I would tell you that the school fees, like the amount of money you pay from your second year to fifth year, is about $4,080. And I think your sixth year you pay a little bit higher. I think maybe 4.5 or 4.3. I'm not really sure. I'm in my fifth year, so I really can't speak for that. Now first year, the fees for first year is really confusing because different people have different fees, and I'm gonna talk about that in a minute. Most people pay $6,000. Some people pay $8,000. Others $9,000. Others $5,000. I really don't know why it is that way, but I know for sure that school fees is $4,000. Now when you come in here, truthfully, everyone would try to, once they know that you are a new student, everyone tries to make money from you. So you would be charged for so many unnecessary things. You'd be charged for airport pickup, $800. Some people paid, I know someone that paid $800. Some people paid $400. Some people paid $300. I'm not gonna say that is cheating because I don't want anyone to come for me in this video, but truthfully, if you are traveling from the capital city to Kharkov, I think at most a turn-foot journey, $50 should be enough to cover your journey from the capital city down here. If you're flying into this city to the airport, a taxi fare from here to wherever region, maximum you should pay at most $10, which is about 200 and something grivens. I know the taxi is not even that expensive, but I'm just giving you an estimate, like the amount of money that you should have in your pockets, you know, when you're going from the airport back to your apartment, which I'm really sure that you would have change. So it baffles me when students tell me, or when people tell their experiences and then they say they paid $800 or $400 for airport pickup. Again, like I said, everyone is trying to make money from you. So I really can't say. Please don't come for me if you're an agent. I am just trying to, you know, enlighten people the more. Another reason why the school fees for the first year student I think is a little bit on the high side is because you would have to pay for lots of things. For me, when I came into this country, I didn't understand what was going on. Again, I'm going to talk about the language barrier. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't understand whatever anyone was saying except they translated it to English. For me, whatever they said, I just agreed to it because, you know, I wanted to be in med school. I wanted to, like, I just got into the country, so I'm just gonna agree to anything since I have absolutely no idea what they're talking about. So I guess you would have to pay for the hostel fee regardless of if you're staying in the hostel or not. You would have to pay for the hostel fee, and that is about $1,500. And then some other charges like medicals and medical checkup and, you know, blah blah blah. There's so many things that you would have to pay for. For some reason the amount will be 7,000. For some reason the amount will be 6,000. Again, the other school, which is Karazin, I really do not know, so I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to give you guys false information. But from rumors, I do hear that the school fees is really cheap, the school fees is inexpensive, so people would rather go there as compared to my school. Again, I can't speak for this school because I have absolutely no idea. It's just from what people say. That's what I'm just telling you guys what people say. Going over to the hostel, I'm sorry, no offense to those staying in the hostel, but truthfully, what they do show you online about the hostels in Ukraine is very different from reality. I remember when I was coming here, I checked the hostel online. It is a very lovely room, a bed, you know, very neat and all, until when I got here. Yeah, I was put on the floor. I was the only girl on my floor, and the hostel is very different. It's not like the hostel where you have the boys section and then the girls sections. No, it's mixed. It's combined. So I was on this floor. I was in a single room, and each floor consists of 8 rooms, if I can remember vividly, and they had about 2 bathrooms, 3 toilets, and 1 kitchen. So 8 rooms. My room was the only single room. The rest of the rooms, they had 4 people living in them. I was the only girl. I was the only black in my floor, in the midst of Indians, Nepalese, and Turkmenistanis. I don't know if that's what they call them, but I was the only girl, and it was frustrating because I had a very different way of cooking, different way of arranging things, different way of, you know, I don't know, keeping my things. And I was just 17 years old, and most times my mom did everything for me, truthfully. So coming here, it was I don't know how I coped. I stayed in the hostel for I did my language course and then my first year in the hostel. So I actually learned how to cook. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you intend to stay in the hostel, again, the price is ridiculous for the infrastructures in the hostel. You end up paying $1,500, $1,200 for 2 rooms in which you're sharing the bathroom and then the kitchen with other people. For me, I just feel like it's not worth it. It's not worth it at all. Okay, another expense is the agency fee. This is a topic I do not like to talk about because for me it's really annoying. Because most times the agents, they charge you so much, so much. So I'm not really gonna talk about this that much. But then again, it depends on what agency you're passing through. There's so many agencies in Ukraine, so, and different agency has different prices. So the work of the agency is to put you through school, make sure that your documents are complete, make sure you're going through the right process. But then again, I've heard stories that the agents ran away with the school fees, the agents, they duped the students, you know, all of the stories. We all have our stories to tell here in Ukraine when you first come. I don't think there's anyone that has been here and hasn't been duped. Maybe, I mean, if you are that person, you are very lucky, because I was duped of a lot of money, sincerely. So that's a different story entirely. So yeah, so there are different agency programs with different prices, so you just have to be careful when you come here. You just have to ask questions. Thank God that, I mean, lots of people are understanding English now as compared to when I came. There are lots of students that are willing to help you. There are lots of students, there are lots of programs in school, and you know, you could just ask questions. They're there to guide you and make sure that you don't make the same mistakes that we made 5 years ago. Okay, so the next thing I'll be talking about is the language barrier. There are two languages that are being spoken that are being spoken here in Ukraine, and that is Russian and Ukrainian. I think for the most part it's mainly Ukrainian. Russian is mostly 3 or 4 cities in Ukraine that do speak Russian, the Russian speaking part, but majority of the cities they speak Ukrainian, if I'm not mistaken. My part of the city speak Russian, so I speak Russian. I think I understand Russian a lot more than I speak. I understand a lot more than I speak. So you should just have it at the back of your mind that you're coming here to meet people that barely understand what you're saying. I mean, now it's better, trust me. People have learned English. There are lots of students, the agents, like lots of, even the Ukrainians, they do understand English as compared to 5 years ago when I first came here. It was terrible. It was really terrible. I'll give you a story, like I will tell you guys a story. I went to the mall to buy certain items when I first moved into the hostel. I got into the mall. I asked this lady, do you understand English? She told me, yes, I understand English. So I'm like, okay. I went to buy body cream and I wanted to buy food, blah, 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 blah. And to start with, I bought cat food. It was canned. That wasn't even painful, because I picked the food myself. But this was the most painful aspect of it. I asked the lady, do you understand English? She said, yes. I need body cream. Where can I buy body cream? Because I didn't come with body cream from my country. She gave me this thing. I thought it was body cream, right? So after having my bath, I rubbed it. And I remember, like, I've been using this for like 1 week straight. So one day I decided to take apple to school, and I decided to wash the apple before putting it in my school bag. So when I got to the kitchen, and while I was trying to wash the apple, I realized that like my hands were soapy, and I was wondering, did I rub soap around the apple or what? Then I realized, then I had to Google translate what was on the container that I was being given to be to be body cream. It was shower gel. So I have been using shower gel for the past 1 week on my body, thinking it's body cream. I know you would say, how is it that you did not know? Calm down, calm down, calm down. Some things happen to certain people. So but that is my story. But I think right now it's a lot different. People are a lot more enlightened. People are learning English. So here it's gonna be, I mean, you find blacks almost everywhere, so you could always ask questions. But then again, you should just have it at the back of your mind that the language barrier is really it's a problem here, really, for students, especially medical students, because most times when we go for clinicals, when we go for like rounds or something, we have classes and then we want to examine the patients, we want to ask questions. But then you know, when you're learning the language, because most times you learn how to communicate with people on the streets, but you don't really learn the medical terms and how to ask, like the questions to ask the patient. So we just miss out on a lot of stuff because we cannot communicate very well with the patients. So you should just have that at the back of your mind. Okay, the next thing is it compulsory to do the language course? I really can't tell. Most people say that it's beneficial to study Russian for like a couple of 7 months or something. I did the language course. Did I benefit from it, or am I benefiting from it? Yes, I can speak a bit, but I understand a lot more than I speak. It has helped me in certain situations. It has helped me to fight the taxi men when they try to dupe me. I'm really passionate about this one. It has helped me, like, no, really, it's truthfully, it is helpful. But then you should just know that it's just 7 months of going to school to learn a course. It's not interesting at all. It's boring, especially if you're doing it in my school. You go from 9 to 5 every day learning Russian language. That is crazy. Another thing I'll talk about is food and transportation. I would tell you, majority of the people here, majority of the foreigners, let me not speak for all the foreigners, let me speak for mainly the blacks. We are high on carbs here. I know, I'm on keto diet. Hold on. Before you even knew about keto diet, when you first came here, I bet you the main food you eat here is rice. Rice, rice, rice. Every occasion, rice, rice. Well, sometimes you want to like switch it up with potatoes, switch it up with spaghetti. What else? Every other thing is carbs. Most blacks eat carbs. And the funny thing is, before I came here, there was no African store here. So in my city, so like I mainly like I just try to eat whatever I see, and I'll tell you, in a week I eat rice 5 times, and that was how I've been feeding. I've been living until until they came up with the African stores where you have different varieties of food from your home. They're like Indian stores, or like, you know, different foreign stores, like where you could get things, but again, these stores are really pricey. So the best thing is just to go on YouTube, check out some food, you know, like try to get whatever they do have here, and, you know, make yourself at home. Just try to balance your diet. But I'll be sincere with you, majority of the time you'll be eating rice. Trust me, when once you come in here and you join the gang, rice will be your best friend. Transportation here is relatively cheap as compared to anywhere that I have been to. I wouldn't lie to you. Here is relatively cheap. Like, the transport system is really good. Every other thing is an other. So yeah, that's basically it. I don't know if I covered everything. I really don't know if I covered everything. Again, I didn't really write so much down. I just decided to, you know, do this video just to help you, just to give you an idea of what life is like here in Ukraine. Again, maybe I would have another video where I talk about things in details, sorry, but then this is it. This is the end of it. I hope this video was really helpful. Let me know what you think in the comment section. You know, like, just say anything, just leave a comment down below. And yeah, any questions you have, I would definitely answer them in my next video or in the comment section. Thank you guys once again for watching this video. I love you guys. Thank you so much. I'm short of words. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.